Greetings and welcome to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Last episode, we started our quest in the Armstrong Nebula, and we went there to stop the Geth from gathering for an invasion, I suppose. And today, we're ready to continue with that quest, and we're gonna go to the next system. And I believe we're already here in the Tereshkova system. I came here before starting to record, and we have an asteroid belt. And while scanning the asteroid field in Tereshkova system, you picked up some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, the small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items, we discovered a League of One medallion. Perfect, because I think this was the only one that was missing out of the collectibles. So I guess we're done with those quests. About time. I mean, we're nearing the end of the game anyway. Mawinor. Mawinor is the second of Tereshkova's outer worlds. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Solmarlon, it is thought that Mawinor formed too close to the Tereshkova star and was thrown outwards by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Well, too bad for the planet Solmarlon. Is one of Tereshkova's two outer worlds, significantly removed from the rest of the system and with unstable elliptical orbits. It is thought they may have formed within three alii of the binary stars and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Solmarlon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct gray look. Nothing to scan. Plenty of planets here. And it's another binary star system, from what we read. Tegues, I don't know, is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. The planet has a low mass for its size, and it is tidally locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the Terminator. And we discovered some mercury. Next, we have the orbit is here. Hunsalra or Hansalra is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amounts of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar wind. The planet's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. Too bad, it looks really cool, the purple hue. I don't think we've seen a purple planet before. Okay, next we have Patamalrus. Damn, these names. The atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, the planet's atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on the planet. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova's stars will blow off Patamalrus, okay, I said it, okay, atmosphere in a few million years. In a few million years, lowering the temperature on the surface to the minus 70s. Okay. They really wanna put those titles in so you read them. While scanning, we found iridium. Okay. We got one more, and I guess this is where we land. Antibaar. What do you have against bars, man? Planet. Antibaar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibaar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Let's land. And we'll take Tali again and Liara. Why not? And it's snowy. Weird, you got 2 stars. And it's the closest planet to them, and it's cold. So what do we got? An anomaly, a debris, and a Geth outpost. And I see something round here, which means fresher maw. But I'll check that out after I search for some minerals. So, let's go. And here we are. I already found one. Somewhere around here. Pretty sky, red and blue. So, where is it? Is it here? Aha.
On my way.
All right. And it's Mercury again. Keep going, and we keep finding more minerals. This one's close by. Of course, it's not. It's gotta be over here. There we go. Lithium. And I forgot to do the squad real quick. There, get that barrier up. And some first aid. Tally. Get more damping. And Shepherd's fine. And we keep going. Alright, another mineral on the horizon here. And it's a nice horizon with binary stars in the sky. And it's magnesium. And more money and XP. And we keep going. Alright, we're near the anomaly here. And I can already see an X there, which I am going to assume is another Thresher Maw. It was pretty clear on the map. But, so what is that? It's one of those Prothean things, interesting. Now we found this road here.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Okay, Joker. I turned. Let me quick save. What is this?
En route.
A Prothean artifact. And it's a data disk. Searching the ruins, you discovered a Prothean data disk. It must have been dropped by one of the Thresher Maw's many victims. Thresher Maw confirmed. Then. Alright. Come out. What is this? Where are you? Damn it, I didn't see where he went. Big ass worm. I don't think the tentacles were... I think they were added in the Legendary Edition. I don't remember them. This is why I have my strategy to get out of the nest. Whoa. Too close. he's done. I guess they added those to... they kind of trick you because you're thinking that you have to destroy them and you run around with a Thrasher Maw on your tail, and if he gets beneath you, he pops out and you're dead. So what happened here? The vehicle and the human corpses showed the telltale sign of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thrasher Maw. At least they got what was coming to them. Good riddance. I guess we're gonna continue going around. Alright, we're coming up on the debris. And it's a probe. And we are jammed. That's because we're very close to the Geth Outpost. Let's hope they don't see us. More stuff. So, let's get there. Can't really see it on the map, on the mini map here. Where are you guys? Where are they? They gotta be really around this corner. Ah, you've hidden yourselves. Took care of those guys. We got great cover here from the mountain. Okay, let's let our shields regen a little bit. Those crimes. Take that.
Just one more outpost left.
And a lot of equipment. So we got one more outpost. Then we're done. Alright, let's get back to the ship. And we can head over to the next system. Which is the last one, Gagarin. Okay, here we are. No asteroid belt. Anti-rum gone. Why is the rum gone? Why are you anti the rum being gone? Is this Jack Sparrow's planet? Anti-rum gone is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. The planet has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. Well, fits with the Jack Sparrow story. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigates patrols dot the surface, but always the pirates return to ground their ships. Drive charges ship out some water ice and trade slaves and stories. It's kind of like Tortuga. The deeper layers of anti-rum guns interior are semi-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirates drill through the ice crust to recover its natural alcohol. I feel like this was intentional, but the rum gun and alcohol in pirates. Scans from orbit have detected a deposit of cobalt. Alright, next planet. Sogel Ross is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous materials pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. Okay, next we got Rayingri, and we can land here, so let's do Prescia is a relatively small hydrogen gas giant with a large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Merikuri, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface Prescia's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shot down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was found. Maybe he survived? Juntor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near The equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When an Asari linguist finally managed a translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely "walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on base of the reverse side said "monsters from the ID." Okay, probably Reapers. Scans revealed a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Juntor's smaller moons, and we found writings. Delinaga's writings. So, Rayingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid dubbed VOTS by the initial Solarian surveyor team entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in an decaying orbit around Rayingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Rayingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. Interesting entertainment in the future. And let's take Tali and Caden. Whoa, that is a huge planet. Guess they're very close to each other. I mean, they're going to collide, or whatever they said. So, yeah, cool sight. Imagine I'm being on one of them. So what do we got? Debris, Geth, Overrun research outpost, anomaly. Well, let's explore. And we already found a mineral somewhere. It's going to be a bouncy planet. And it's titanium. And we keep going. Alright, we found something. Kind of probe there. Corpse. The burnt corpses, evidently a mom and pop independent salvage team, show signs of close-range hits from Geth heavy particle beams. It's a weird phrasing, mom and pop. There were a couple surveying stuff. Oh, RIP. Let's move on. And we got something else close by. I don't know if is this on the map? That feels like it's further away. Maybe it's the camp from the explorers. The mom and the pop. Oh, they left a crate here. The scavenger who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Yeah, I think we found them already. Anyway, moving on. And there's a mineral right here. And the anomaly. Pretty populated stuff around. I mean, not populated, but a lot of stuff around. Population is pretty dead. And it's polonium. And the anomaly should be here as well. Maybe down. An escape pod. And another League of One medallion. We definitely don't need those anymore. Yeah. Look at all those completed quests. Well, let's keep going. Alright, another mineral around here. Let me see. Pretty close to the Geth Outpost. Or the research outpost. This was... I think that's why it's so populated or whatever. That there was a research outpost here. Great parking ship. And got the debris left. And here it is. The debris. Damn it. Failed. Alright. I wonder if you fail the first time they take away an item or something. Anyway. All that's left, I guess it's the Overrun research outpost. Let's get there. Alright, let's see if we can climb through here. Nice and slow. Gotta be a better way. There's a road. There we are. should be able to get there now. I hope. Is this going away from it? Ah. There we are. We had the road. Probably the researchers built it. Oh no, spikes. This sounds like a husky business. And we're gonna have to actually go in here. Oh, this will be interesting. Very tacky team. I didn't know we had to fight here. I thought, because if I'm not mistaken, you find another base after these 4. I guess it makes sense that we find it inside. We find coordinates or whatever. Well, hope we're ready for this. I mean, versus Geth, it's perfect. But we don't have a tank or so. I mean, Caden has some biotics and a barrier. He can be our improvised tank. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's quick save. I mean, we should be fine. Right? Aiden? You are... the man.
Now it gets fun!
Oh shit.
To me!
It's husks. Sorry. Tali. Good job. Gaiden, you got barrier. And throw that guy.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Good.
Form up.
Took a little damage, Tali. Let's heal you up and get this Medigel. No crates. So the researchers were definitely turned to husks again. Usual MO. But no Geth, no actual Geth. There's more here.
Take cover!
I don't know why I sabotaged him. Uh-oh, we have more in... What? Oh no. The Geth are here. Great. There was an ambush. We gotta set up. Don't you guys sit there. Shit. Oh, they're not coming out. They definitely ambushed us here. Can we get in the other room? Come on, guys, we gotta find the loot first. Guess they're not coming out. Aiden, what are you doing? You don't like that shelf, do you? That's an aspect I'm really glad they improved. Right, Tali, you have Colossus armor and a shotgun. Let me catch this guy by surprise. Be on my side.
To me.
No.
All clear.
Okay. Cute little ambush.
Form up.
You made it. We were lucky those first two big guys decided to attack on their own. And they isolated themselves from the rest of them. Oh. Hello. Ah, these spikes. More?
Strange. I thought one of those outposts would be the main base of operations for this incursion.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use this signal to lock onto its location and take them out.
Okay. So that's how we get the 5th system. So, we've discovered a locator signal for a major Geth military installation. The Geth are using the facility as a base of operations for their recent incursions into the Armstrong cluster. Okay, the Grissom system. Let's get out of here. And I don't know if we still have time to do one more. I'm gonna do some inventory management, maybe. We'll see after. Okay, well, I think we're gonna do that in the next episode, actually. I don't wanna rush it and try to squeeze it in, and let's just read some Codex for the rest of this episode. And then we'll see. So we have more primaries. And the secondaries, we had ships and vehicles. We still had these free, so let's read them all. Starship heat management. Dispersal of heat generated by onboard systems is a critical issue for a ship. If it cannot deal with heat, the crew may be cooked within the hull. Radiation is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiator panels that are impossible to armor. Warships use diffuse radiator arrays, DRA, ceramic strips along the exterior of the armored hull. These make the ship appear striped to thermographic sensors. Since the arrangement of the ships depend on the internal configuration of the ship, the patterns for each vessel are unique and striking. On older ships, the DRA strips could become red or white hot. Dubbed tiger stripes or war paint by humans, the glowing DRA had a psychological impact on pirates and irregular forces. Strip radiators are not as efficient as panels, but if damaged by enemy fire, the ship only loses a small portion of its total radiation capacity. In most cases, a vessel's DRA alone allows it to cruise with no difficulties. Operations deep within a solar system can cause problems. A ship engaged in combat can produce titanic amounts of heat from maneuvering, burns, and weapons fire. When fighting in a high heat environment, warships employ high-efficiency droplet heat sinks. In a droplet system, tanks of liquid sodium or lithium absorb heat within the ship. The liquid is vented from spray nozzles near the bow as a thin sheet of millions of micrometer scale droplets. The droplets are caught at the stern and recycled into the system. A droplet system can sink 100 times as much heat as DRA strips. Droplet sheets resemble a surface ship's wake through the water. The wake peels out in the sharp turn, spreading a fan of droplets as the Ship changes vectors and leaves the coolant behind. Okay, that was very, very technical. I think Drew Karpyshyn wrote the Codex, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if he has any engineering background, because he is very technical. So, sensors. Light lag prevents sensing in real time at great distances. A ship firing its thrusters at the Charon relay can be easily detected from Earth 5.75 light hours 6 billion kilometers away, but Earth will only see the event 5 hours and 45 minutes after it occurs. Due to the light speed limit, defenders can see enemies coming within until they can't see enemies coming until they have already arrived, because there is FTL travel and communications but no FTL sensors. Frigates are crucial for scouting and picket duties. Passive sensors are used for long-range detection, while active sensors obtain short-range, high-quality targeting data. Passive sensors include visual, thermographic, and radio detectors that watch and listen for objects in space. A powered ship emits a great deal of energy. The heat of the life support systems, the radiation given off by power plants and electrical equipment, the exhaust of the thrusters. Starships stand out plainly against the near absolute zero background of space. Passive sensors can be used during FTL travel, but incoming data is significantly distorted by the effects of the mass effect envelope and Doppler shift. Active sensors are radar and high-resolution ladars detection and ranging, that emit a ping of energy and listen for return signals. Radars have a narrower field of view than radar, but radar resolution allows images to detect objects to be assembled. Active sensors are useless when a ship is moving at FTL speeds. Again, very technical. And now we have vehicles and combat drones. Drones are small robots used to support and supplement organic soldiers on the battlefield. They have no artificial intelligence of any kind, but follow fixed, minimally adaptive programs. Most varieties employ Mass Effect levitation to improve mobility. All modern armies rely on veritable fleets of drones for routine soldiering, static garrisons, patrols, etc. The use of drones in non-critical duties keeps manpower needs down and reduces casualties in low-intensity conflicts. Less advanced races and cultures with less sensitivity to casualties have correspondingly fewer drones in their inventory. Drones are of little use in conventional weapon field battles, as they are poorly armed and armored. In addition to combat drones, support drones are used to assist organic units in the field. Reconnaissance drones are small, stealthy craft that screen combat units in the field and warn commanders when enemies are spotted. Electronic warfare drones supplement battlefield technicians, serving as mobile jammers and ELINT, electronic intelligence gathering platforms. Military and civilian police utilize Dazzler drones equipped with powerful strobe lights of disorient and subdue intruders using non-lethal force. Drone formations are officially referred to as wings. Deploy the 4th Assault Drone Wing on the left flank. Common soldiers often refer to friendly formations as flocks and enemy formations as swarms. Okay, so drones, I don't know if they were around in 2007. I mean, prototypes surely were around. It's interesting how many things we invented from, stuff like sci-fi. Okay, and we're done with ships and vehicles. Let's do... Let's start with these. I think we have a lot of them. Citadel conventions. These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellions as a response to the destruction of the conflict and an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. WMD causes environmental alteration to a world. A bomb that produces a large crater is not considered a WMD. A bomb that causes a nuclear winter is. Use of WMDs is forbidden on garden worlds like Earth, with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If a habitable world is destroyed, it will not be replaced for millions of years. The conventions do not forbid the use of WMD on hostile worlds or in sealed space stations environments. Many militaries continue to develop and maintain stockpiles. The conventions rated weapons of mass destruction into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Tier 1. Large kinetic impactors such as asteroid drops or reorbiting space stations, effectively free and available if any system in the form of debris left over from planetary accretion. Kinetic impactors are the weapons of choice for terrorists and third galaxy nations. And yeah, we're gonna have that in the DLC, where the Batarians try to basically put an asteroid on the planet. Uncontrolled Tier 2 uncontrolled self-replicating weapons such as nanotechnology, viral or bacteriological organism, von Neumann devices, and destructive computer viruses. These weapons can lie dormant for millennia, waiting for a careless visitor to carry them on to another world. Tier 3 large energy burst weapons such as nuclear or antimatter warheads. Tier 4 alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native forms necessary for the health of the ecosystem. Ecological tampering can take years to bear fruit, making it difficult to prove. And let's do one more here. Citadel Station, Citadel Security Services. So CSEC. That's a long one. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. So they're basically the police. CSAC has 6 divisions: enforcement, uninformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies, investigation detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice. That was Garrus, I believe. Customs, screens, the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day. Network deals with cyber crimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Spatial response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals in the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel. They are also the front line of defense, armed with military-grade equipment. Patrol, naval arm with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen on the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel counselor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation, but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executor Venari Balin, believe that allowing Spectres to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren Arterius lend credence to this position. The Spectres, in turn, are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigation. I mean, they stand for two different things. They're always gonna be in conflict. Alright.
Biotics is the ability. An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geth serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space, they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity, deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative.
You can never escape political correctness, even in the future. And then in a few years, synthetic would be considered offensive and it will be replaced with something else. It's just the same BS. If we did AI, let's do VI and then we'll end it.
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
So I'm guessing VIs are close to what we have now as AIs. and AGIs would be the AIs in Mass Effect. Okay. Well, I think that this is enough for today, and next time we will finish up the Armstrong Nebula and maybe probably start the asteroid quest. But for now, thank you for watching and farewell.